What's up guys, your driver Mike here, back with another video helping to maximize your rideshare profits and earnings. Alright guys, big news today. Uber just gave away $20 million. You get $20 million, I get $20 million, the lawyers get $20 million. Actually just the lawyers get $20 million basically. So what happened is the FTC filed a suit against Uber that said Uber was misrepresenting the amount that drivers could make. As you may know, in the past, Uber stated that drivers can earn excess of $90,000, specifically in the New York market, and that was supposed to be the average income for drivers. Well, they also posted a flurry of ads on Craigslist that would state that drivers would earn between $16 to $27 an hour. And the FTC found that, in actuality, very few drivers were actually even hitting those dollar amounts. A lot of the times, only about 20 to 30% of drivers in those markets would even hit those numbers. So these misrepresented figures, let's take a look at San Francisco. Uber was claiming that drivers in San Francisco would make $29 an hour. In actuality, the FTC found that only 20% or fewer of drivers in the San Francisco market were hitting $29 an hour. Okay, let's look at another market. Let's move across the state of PA here. Let's look at Philadelphia. Philadelphia, Uber was claiming that drivers could make about $25 an hour. And a similar scenario, FTC found that 20 to 30% of drivers or fewer were actually hitting that number. So all in all, this report says that Uber misrepresented the amount that drivers would make. They posted false claims in the amount that drivers would actually make. And if we look at their leasing program, they misrepresented the payments that drivers would make. So let's look at the leasing program. Uber's leasing program said that you could pay about $120 a week, let's say, and you could lease a car to drive for Uber. Well, FTC found that you'd be actually paying closer to $200 a week to lease a car to drive for Uber. So let's think, $200 a week to drive a car for Uber, okay? If you're doing this part-time, you're gonna be very close on those payments, depending on how many hours you drive, right? Now, you don't have to do the maintenance and all that. You don't have to do any of the wear and tear expenses, because that's included in the lease. But you have to pay that lease off first before you even make any profits, okay? So you basically have to do rideshare full-time, which is fine, and some people can make that happen. Okay, but if you're not in a large enough market, or if you're in a market that doesn't pay well enough, that's going to be very tight. It's going to be a tight squeeze on you. If you have to pay $200 a week, we're talking what, $600 to $800 a month for a car. You know, you could go out and put a small down payment on a BMW and pay $600 a month, and you're paying that to drive a Toyota Corolla or a Prius for Uber. Okay, so that's why the dollars per hour was wrong. That's why the leasing terms were wrong, because they were both misrepresented. So what does this mean for us? Okay, where is this $20 million going to go going forward? Well, unfortunately, I can't see it going to our pockets necessarily. I think a lot of this is going to be legal fees. A lot of this may be in the way of fines. But if you take the millions of drivers in the U.S. market alone, and you take this $20 million and you allocate it through the legal system and through fees, I don't know if this is really going to affect our bottom line as drivers. So we'll see where this goes going forward. I don't know. There's more litigation in the books for Uber that is pending. There's the continued discussion about drivers' classifications between independent contractors and employees. So this will be interesting. We'll see where it goes. All right, guys, your driver Mike here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.